Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 1998 Represent. On this episode, we're taking a look at the very first entry in the Gran Turismo series, so just GT1, Gran Turismo 1, whatever you want to call it. Got some quick notes here. We're going to go through these notes, and then we're going to jump into some gameplay for this game. So, first released May 12th, 1998 in North America. I think it came out in like December of 1997 in Japan. A little bit after that, it came out in the in Europe, and then it got released in North America on May 12th. Like I said, first game in the Gran Turismo series. Basically, kind of just kickstarted that whole series, and its series is still going strong to this day. I haven't played any of the more recent Gran Turismos. I think the most recent one that I own is Gran Turismo 4, as I didn't have a PS3 or a PS4 or even a PS5. But they did have done multiple games on like all of the systems. Like I think like Gran Turismo, the PS1 had both Gran Turismo 1 and Gran Turismo 2. You had Gran Turismo 3 and 4 on the PS2. And then I imagine the other ones were on PS3, PS4, PS5, and so on. It took them 5 years to develop the game, and the game sold incredibly well. I'm actually kind of surprised it's actually in my research for this episode, it is the best-selling PlayStation 1 game of all time. So, sold 10.85 million copies, and it's the best-selling game on that console. The other ones, that were like in there were like Metal Gear Solid was up there. Final Fantasy 7 and 8 were up there. But just a little surprised that this was the number one selling game on the console. I guess just racing games back kind of when this came out, and on the PS1 specifically, racing games were really popular. So there was like the Ridge Racer series and a bunch of other like really good racing games. But Gran Turismo came out and both gave players both an arcade option just to kind of drive whatever cars they wanted. And then you had the simulation option for, like, you actually had to do all the license tests to be able to race in certain, like, events. So you had to basically, like, get, like, different classes of licenses. And those tests were actually kind of a pain, but they actually did make you better at the game. So they were kind of like a weird kind of tutorial where I'm talking about, like, all right, here's how you do high-speed cornering, and here's how you do all these kind of like driving techniques, because you actually will use those techniques throughout the game, and it definitely makes you better at the game. I'm awful at especially the license tests, but I did love in later series where they just let you kind of like tweak out your car. You could do like the weight reductions to make the car slightly faster. You do all the horsepower tweaks to like get more horsepower out of your car. And then there's like kind of like all the cool upgrades, like you can do like the differentials and like the gear tweaking and the ratios and all that. So this is this game that kind of started off that entire series. It just is a very critically acclaimed game. Let's just bring up some of the ratings here for it. It has looks like a 96 out of 100 on Metacritic. All Game gave it 5 out of 5. Computer and Video Games gave it a 9 out of 10. Edge gave it a 10 out of 10. EGM almost gave it a platinum and got 9.5, 9.5, a 9, and a 9. So just very, very close to getting platinum. I believe Metal Gear Solid was the first game to get their platinum rating. Game Revolution gave it an A. GameSpot gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Hyper gave it a 92% or 92. IGN gave it 9.5 out of 10. Next Generation gave it 5 out of 5. The OPM, Official PlayStation Magazine, gave it a 10 out of 10 and a 5 out of 5. So the 10 out of 10 was from the UK. The magazine, the US version of the magazine, gave it a 5 out of 5. And then it got an A minus from Entertainment Weekly. Let me actually just bring up the list of best-selling PS1 games, because it's pretty interesting. Yeah, so here's the list here. So we're just going to break it down from top 10 up to number 1, which is Gran Turismo. So Metal Gear Solid is at number 10, selling about 7 million copies. Tomb Raider at number 9, selling 7.1 million. Crash Bandicoot Warped is in there at 7,130,000. Crash Bandicoot 2 is there at 7.5, looks like 7.5 million. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone at, looks like 8 million. Tekken 3 at 8.3 million. Final Fantasy 8 at, looks like 8.5 million. Gran Turismo 2 at 9.3 million, roughly. Final Fantasy 7 at 10 million. And then number one, Gran Turismo at 10,850,000 units shipped for that game. So that's, like I said, that's a huge achievement in just being the first entry in the series and having it be the best-selling game on that platform. Like I said, you have arcade and simulation modes, 140 cars in the game. It has an awesome soundtrack. Garbage is actually on the soundtrack. I think when I play the game, in the gameplay, I'll probably have to turn the music off just to not get like copyright violations or anything like that. But I remember playing, like checking out the soundtrack. I'm like, oh yeah, like as Garbage is on there. This is pretty sweet. The budget for the game was only $5 million. That's kind of insane based on just how well the game sold. It kind of had a rough development cycle, like a 5-year development period, where oftentimes there was only like a few people working on the game. This was also the first game designed around the DualShock controller or designed to support it. I don't know if it was the first game that required it. I definitely remember Ape Escape requiring the DualShock. I don't know if Gran Turismo required it or if it was just designed with it in mind. I know Ape Escape definitely required it because I remember like seeing that on the back of the box saying like DualShock required, like one of the first games that required it. Let's see here. Apparently there was a game called MotorTune Grand Prix and MotorTune Grand Prix 2, and the engine for Gran Turismo is actually taken from those games. So the engine was kind of already somewhat there. They obviously heavily modified it to make it more of a like a simulation driving game instead of like a kart game. I'm going to bring up a quote here about the development cycle on the game. This has got an interesting quote. Here we go. So this is from Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi. Let's see, that's how it's pronounced. The designer, Kazura Yamaguchi is the designer, and it was quoted as saying, quote, "It took 5 years. In those 5 years, we could not see the end. I would wake up at work and go to sleep at work. It was getting cold, so I knew it must be winter. I estimate I was home only 4 days a year." So that's kind of crazy, but it like took like a 5-year cycle, like from start to finish. And the budget is only $5 million. I don't even know what a $5 million budget game by like today's standards looks like. If that like what that might even just cover like one aspect of the game or something like that now. So definitely made a ton of money for Sony because, like you said, like they spent $5 million developing it and then sold like over 10 million copies of the game. That is going to do it for the quick little breakdown on the game. We're gonna jump into some gameplay. I think I'm gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun with that. We'll do a couple races, probably do some of the license tests, and just kind of take a look at the game. And we'll be right back with that. We'll be back in just a second. All right, and we are back in Gran Turismo. I ended up turning the music off just to kind of be safe and not get any kind of copyright issues here. So we have our arcade mode and our simulation mode. I think we're just going to start off with arcade mode. Do a couple races here. Let's see. We can drive some Nissan. We have Honda and Acura, Mazda, Mitsubishi, Aston Martin, or Chevrolet. Go with Nissan here. I think the Skyline is in this. Oh, here's a V-Spec. I don't remember which one is Brian's car from the Fast and the Furious. I know it's a Skyline of some kind. There's a GTR. Yeah, we'll go with the GTR. Change color here. Just play the old classic high-speed ring. And just see how we do. Like I said before, the earlier part of this video, I'm usually really bad at racing games. Doesn't matter if it's Turismo or Forza or Project Gotham. I'm just not good at these games to begin with. But see how it goes. right, we're in 5th. Alright, we're in 1st, alright. Oh, there we go. Spun out already. Got bumped. Alright, let's see if we can recover here. There's the first lap. Yeah, like I said, I am just awful at these kind of games. Oh, whoa, whoa. Alright. In 6th now. Alright, let's see what we can do. I need to get onto the actual track and not the grass, but let's see what we got. Alright, at least I wasn't in dead last. So we have there, yep, 5th place. Alright, let's try that again. And I don't know if there's any licensed tracks in this game. I know some of the later games in the series use some actual real courses like Laguna Seca and places like that. Don't recall if any of them from the first game were like licensed or real world locations. Now, it needs to get back on track there. Cool. Alright, doing better, even though that's also a second or so better than my first lap last race. This corner is kind of rough, but... Oh my! Oh, that guy kind of just snuck up, but... Yeah, a couple of those rough corners I think cost me that race, but I did better than last time, so 2nd place instead of 5th is good. And I probably set new records for myself, hopefully. Yeah, so a minute 50, 3:56, 51 seconds on the second lap. Yeah, so new records at least. Let's do another race here. Let's try a different car. Kind of always just like the Skyline just because it's Brian's car from the Fast and Furious. I don't know if it's that particular model, though. So we did Nissan. Let's see what Aston Martins we have here. There's a DB7. So this is definitely a much faster car, probably. Yeah, so the DB7 Volante and the Coupe. Max speed is that. That has a 4 max speed, 4 acceleration. Probably going to go with the silver just because it's the classic kind of James Bond color here. What's that? Driving style, standard, yeah. So you can do drift racing as well. I'm not good at drift, but we have Trial Mountain, Grand Valley East section. Yeah, let's do this one here. Yeah, so I did better the second race, but after this, we're probably going to jump into the simulation mode and show you some of the license tests and what have you. Oh, already hit that dirt and spun out really badly. All right, we're gonna try that again. Yeah, with the grass on the first track, it's not that bad, but as soon as you hit that gravel, you're kind of done. So it's definitely more imperative to actually stay on the track in this one. Oh, and already... Alright, I probably could have taken that a little bit better, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, there's the dirt again. Yeah, the dirt is relentless in this track here. Yeah, these corners are actually pretty rough as well. Looks like we're coming upon a straightaway at least. Yeah, not a good lap. Not a good lap. Get up, don't go into the dirt. Okay, cool. We're at least not in last, but we'll see how it goes. But now we're in last again and spun out. Yeah, I think we're just gonna exit that track. We'll do one more race on a different track. We'll try that car on the high-speed ring though, see how that goes. Yeah, just that dirt or gravel or whatever it is brutal. Same car, we'll go to DB7. We actually tried drift on this one. I don't remember how the original Gran Turismo handled drifting, though. Because I was doing some drifting in the first track, trying to get around those corners. Probably my favorite game to drift in, though, is definitely like Burnout. Burnout 3 had an awesome drifting mechanic. And we'll see how the car handles differently with the drift mode on and not the standard one. Yeah, that red car it would definitely hit that corner faster than I took it. So we need to. All right, we're in first at least. There's our view change. That guy's approaching very closely. Yeah, don't know if I'm doing it correctly. Yeah, I'm definitely spinning out. I think I was doing better on the standard configuration and not drift. Yeah, this is yeah, because drift racing is not is harder to control. Yeah, because you're usually taking the corners a little wider, and I don't think I'm having as good of a race, so. Alright, we'll do one more race. I'm going to switch back to standard driving. Alright, let's go try a different car, and we're going to try the same course again with the standard driving controller, or whatever it was. What are the Chevrolet cars? We have the Camaro, the Corvette, the Corvette Grand Sport, the 427. I really want to do that. Let's see what we got from Mitsubishi here. Yeah, we'll do the GTO. Seems like it could be good. Red GTO. Yeah, so we'll do standard, automatic. So my best record is 1:50 in that, and then 51 seconds. And that was with the Nissan Skyline. We're doing the GTO of this track. I just think those drifting, it was making the car, like, it was a lot more squirmy, I think. Then after this race, we'll do some of the license stuff. That other guy is right up on me. Alright, he's past me. Let's see how we do on this track. 59 seconds. That's still worse than one of the laps I did last time. Right on me. Alright, let's see if we can get clear of this. We got this corner and then the straightaway. And already getting bumped. Alright, second place still. Let's see, any better times? Not really. 59 seconds and then 53 seconds. So still a couple seconds worse than my best. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into simulation mode. And we'll do some of the tests and what have you. Alright, back to the menu here. Simulation. Alright, let this load up. The arcade mode is fun, but I definitely feel the game thrives in the simulation here. So we have our dealerships, but then we also have our license tests. It looks like, let's see here. How much money I have? I have $10,000, so I can buy a car. But you can buy a used car too. Buy. So we have the the Skyline. Let's go ahead and buy that. Now I think the thing is a lot of the races I will still need licenses for. So like the where's the Sunday Drive or whatever it's called? There's the GT League. So Sunday Cup, you need a B license. You need the A license for that. Oh, it looks like you don't need a license for this one. So we'll do a high-speed ring again. Or enter it. And we're doing this with the Skyline this time. And then after this, we'll get into the licenses. But a lot of the higher-up races, you definitely need those licenses here. Alright, we'll do the automatic transmission. And I think this is just a solo race to qualify. So we'll see if we even do that. And again, I think this is a pretty stock version of the car. So we'll probably have to like do some upgrades to it and things like that at some point. I mean, even though we are doing like 118. And we'll see if we even qualify. We might not even do that, but see how it goes. All right, minute 18. All right. All right, so that's a new record. Not a new record to the arcade mode, but a new record to this mode here. So I think this is the actual race. Yes. So we qualified, and now we're in. All right, that's what, at least what it appears. And hopefully we're racing against other cars that are still kind of like on the same level as this car. And I'm not able to overtake any of these cars for some reason. I mean, that might change. We'll see. So if that guy's going to get past me. Back to 4th place. Back to 5th place. Like I said, earlier in the video, I am awful at these games. I have a lot of fun with them, but I'm really bad at them. Alright, that's an even worse time than the qualifying lap. Yep, and we spun out. Man, 7th place? Or 6th place? I'm getting nudged there. But as Robert Duvall says in Days of Thunder, rubbing is racing, so as it goes, I guess. Yeah, the trick of that corner is you gotta take it low, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so not last place at least. I'll take it. Alright, so 460 credits. I don't know if we can use that for if I have enough to do any kind of upgrades or anything. I mean, I started off with 10,000, but the Skyline was about $9,000 or credits or whatever they are. Alright, let's see here. So we have... So here's the info on the Skyline. Specifications of it. So that's racing it. Let me see. That goes back to there. So we see, here's my garage. Yeah, I don't remember, like, in this one where you would actually go to do any kind of upgrades. You may not hit... That may have been more of a GT2 thing, but... Or there's the machine test. Let's try that. Yeah, because these are all the different dealerships. The car wash, the car wash and the race. But let's jump into the licenses here. Let's do B class first. Starting and stopping, so basic straight away into an area where you have to stop. We'll do that test first. And then I think they just have you getting the tests get progressively harder where it's like, here's high-speed cornering and how to do drifting. So this one I think is just like accelerate and then you have to stop at a certain point. And then basically it's just figuring out at what point do you need to hit the brakes. $800, $900, and here is the stopping area. Stopped a little too soon. So let's retry that. So I just stopped a touch too early. All right, 400 meters. There's 500. And I think the thing is like 1,000 meters total length, but... Alright, there we go. Pass there, so he stopped kind of correctly. Got silver. Let's go to the next license test here. So let's see what we got to do in this one. Let's see, starting and stopping 2. We'll do that. So yeah, basics of cornering, multiple cornering, basically like going like that. Basically corner to corner, I guess. But this one, we'll see what this one is here. Oh, it's a faster car, so it's probably got to be stop sooner, I guess. All right, kind of almost failed it, but let's see what we did here. Passed it. All right, silver again. Not bad. I think if I had just started braking a little bit sooner, I would have done a little bit better on that one. All right, we got basics of cornering. Let's try that. Because in these games, cornering is definitely my worst aspect, I think. All right, let this load up. All right, accelerate away from the starting point, down the straightaway, turn onto the first corner, and then go through the finishing gate. So I don't think this would require stopping, just basically just accelerate, hit the corner, and keep going. Alright, so we cornered, not very well, but we'll see if we pass. Alright, we passed. Don't think I did that very well, but we'll see how we did. Yeah, I got a bronze, so it's not great. And kind of the point of these tests is it makes you a better player, and then it will unlock those licenses so you can get into those more advanced races. Let's do one more test here. Got cornering 2. All right, let it load. All right, so the way for the starting point down the straightaway, turn onto the first corner, go through the finishing gate on top of the hill. Try to keep a smooth racing line. You will fail immediately if you leave the track. So the last one I don't think had that caveat, but we'll see how this one goes. So basically just stay on the track, don't leave the track. So you want to basically just corner very smoothly. Let's see what kind of turn we have here. Let's brake a little bit. I don't think that counts as leaving because I haven't left the track, but... Alright, we passed. I don't think probably a bronze again, I would guess. Yep, I was right about that, bronze. Alright, and I think the next one is multi-cornering, if I remember correctly. Cornering 3, there's multi-cornering. I don't know if you need to do them in order. Let me try. I just want to try multi-cornering and see how it goes. So we've done what? 2 silvers, 2 bronzes. And we'll see how this one. I think this one is basically like you hit a corner and then that immediately feeds into another corner. So accelerate and go around the S bend while maintaining a smooth racing line and go through the finishing gate. Fail if you leave the track. Test car, Mitsubishi. All right, cool. So it sounds like this one just has a... Okay, yeah, so an S where it's going to go like that. Yeah, so I already went off, but let's try again. Alright, so basically I should probably start off maybe over here. Because I'm probably going to drift toward the right anyway. Almost went off there. Alright, cool. That corner went alright. This corner is going okay as well. So I think that was the S turn. And then I think I had to corner one more time. Or no, there's the gate right there. And I failed that one, actually. Probably because I just took too long to do it. Let's try it again. Probably took that first corner a little too slowly. Took it a little too safely, I guess. Alright, we're not off the track. Alright, that felt smoother, so let's see if we actually pass now. Alright, we passed that time. I think it was literally just like a second or two difference. Still a bronze, so like cornering is definitely like my worst aspect in this game, probably. Alright, let's go back to arcade mode. We're going to do one more race, and then we're going to wrap it up for this video. So yeah, so bronze, 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 silver, silver. So not great, but... Let's see, and we're going to go back to arcade mode now. I wonder what TVR was. Is that a dealership? Sorry, I'm just going to go back to simulation mode for just a second. Because I think those are all dealerships. Don't know what dealership TVR is. Oh no, this is the actual tuning up your car thing. So let me see. So we have 440 credits. You can tune mufflers. So you can go like racing filters. You can, let's see what we have here. There's a brake check brakes. Other, I think that's like weight reduction. Yeah, I don't think I can do the weight reduction yet. Let me see. Yeah, there's no price for it. Maybe I don't have enough. But yeah, you can change all kinds of stuff in these games. So we have different tire options. You have your obviously your muffler, your brakes, engine upgrades. So you can do like just balancing, and there's a whole bunch of other like transmission changes. And you can kind of just like make just like the like tweaking your car is like a whole like game within itself. It's really cool. Like I said, again, not great at it, but yeah. So my car, there's the Skyline. So yeah, I don't know if, let me see. Yeah, I just don't think I can actually do any of the tuning up on my car yet. I just might not have like the right stuff to do it. But yeah, you have all these options. It's really, really kind of interesting. All right, anyway, let's get back into arcade mode then. And then do one last lap, one last race. We'll see if I learned anything from the license test. Probably not. We'll see how it goes. And I'm going to go to Skyline in that one. Skyline GTR. Let's change the color there. I like that silver, so we'll go with that. High-speed ring, so there's my records. I think that's the same car. All right, let this load up. Now let's focus on doing some smooth lines here and getting those to, like I said, the smoother you corner, the more speed you can maintain through the corners. Alright, that paid off and didn't think it was actually going to work out, and it did it because I spun out immediately afterward. I just wasn't able to maintain that turn very well. Alright. And this is the corner where I always kind of just lose it on that one. Just because coming out of that corner is so wide. Well, I mean, second place, I'll take it, I guess. And it's not far off from what my records already were, so best is 51, so it's like a second difference. Alright, so I think that is going to wrap it up for this video on Gran Turismo. Basically the start of one of the best racing series ever. Like I said earlier, I'm just awful at racing games to start, especially ones like this. But I still have a lot of fun playing them. I definitely appreciate it in later games and in some of the other racing series where they actually gave you the suggested lines that you should drive on and like what speeds you should take those at. So there's definitely been a lot of quality of life improvements in these games since then. But this is kind of like humble beginnings, I guess, because this is the first one, and then they just seem to get bigger and bigger with each release. I remember Gran Turismo 2, like, was 2 discs, 1 disc just for arcade mode, the other disc for simulation mode, and the series has been going strong for 25 years now, and doesn't show any signs of stopping. So, again, that's going to do it for this video. We'll be back again in a few days with another video. We'll probably be doing another, let's see, album, I think. Yeah, because we did a album, we did a movie. This is a video game. Starting back with an album. We'll be back with that in a few days. Thanks again for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care and have a good one. See ya.